Yeah, and Janita, we do have some clouds as well, and it's going to be a pretty mild week. We'll have some cooler temperatures move in as the week front moves through today, but overall it's going to be a mild week, especially considering back into Christmas and Christmas Eve when it was so cold. And then we're going to be tracking some midweek heavy rain and maybe even the possibility of some severe storms, but not today. Things are going to be calm, and you can kind of see the stripe of warmer temperatures into the 50s from Nashville all the way down to Natchez, and that includes most of the Delta. But again, there is a frontal boundary trying to slowly east to the south, and you can see there's cooler temperatures to the north. Tunica 43, 46 in Clarksdale, but along Highway 82 we're in the low to mid 50s. Much colder temperatures out to our west. So if the front starts to move through along the Mississippi River, we could see some temperatures a little bit cooler as we head into the middle of the morning, but things are calm. If you're taking a drive out this morning, heading to work or wherever you may be going, things are looking good on the roadways. There's no wet spots or anything like that. We do have cloud cover along this weak frontal boundary, but the chance for rain overall today going to be low. However, a couple of sprinkles can't completely be ruled out, but as we go through the rest of the day, notice really not a whole lot showing up on our future tracker. But as we go through Tuesday, temperatures are really going to start to warm back to near 60 degrees as winds pick up from the south, and then our next storm system starts to materialize out to the west. This is going to bring some pretty heavy rain. Now, initially in the week, the earlier forecast runs, especially this weekend, it actually looked like the low was going to develop further to the east, which was actually going to give us the chance of some cooler temperatures and maybe even a little bit of wintry weather. But that's not going to be the case. It's going to develop well too far to our west, and we're going to have some pretty heavy rain and even a severe threat starting to set up during the day on Thursday from central Louisiana back into southern and central Mississippi. And depending on what this front does here, we could actually have some stronger storms. So again, a lot is going to be contingent on the exact track of this low pressure. And notice, here's the back edge wintry weather back into Texas, south central Texas, which is an unusual spot to get any frozen precipitation. But again, there's just going to be too much warm air moving into the Delta. We're going to have a plain rain event, and the rain could be heavy at times as we go into Thursday. So again, the setup, the low pressure is either going to track just to our west or right over us. Either scenario going to give us a decent amount of rain, but if it tracks a little bit further to the west, we could see a higher threat for strong storms. So as of now, we're outlining an area from Louisiana all the way back to the Carolinas for the potential. Now, this is still a couple of days out, so the timing and the exact threats will be tweaked a little bit over the next couple of days, and then we're going to have a back edge wintry precipitation event. But again, we're just going to have rain here in the Delta. And as we take a look at those rainfall amounts, notice through Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon, not a whole lot going on. Wednesday afternoon, that's when the rain starts to develop, and then going into Thursday evening, the rain picks up in intensity. So anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain from Greenville to Batesville, lower amounts off to the east, higher amounts to the west. But again, this is going to really be contingent on the exact track of the low pressure. So again, these numbers will likely change a little bit over the next couple of days, so definitely continue to check back. But one thing's for certain, today we're going to have the cloud cover, a few sprinkles. Tonight we're going to get cooler, but first we're going to top out in the 60s this afternoon, mid to upper 50s a little further to the north, and then again tonight cloudy and 44. But again, there's going to be sort of a temperature gradient setting up. 50 in Yazoo City, 39 in Clarksdale, so nearly 10-degree difference in just an hour-and-a-half drive. So again, it will be cooler in the north tomorrow, and then by tomorrow afternoon, 64, mostly cloudy, but the rain, it returns Wednesday into Thursday as we round out 2020, and then we'll clear out and cool down heading into the new year. And that'll do it for your weather. Back over to you, Andronita.